What's up, Mom Nation? It is Real Estate Katie, and I am back with another episode of Live and Learn, where we learn cool stuff, right, Diana?
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely.
Welcome, Diana. Welcome back. Diana is a returning guest, and we absolutely love her because she has just so much insight on, creating things. That's what we've been talking with Diana a bunch about. So the last time we had her on, we talked about creating a book. I know that some of you guys out there are really interested in writing a book and you don't really know what the steps are. So Diana and I did that video the last time, and we are back. And today we are going to talk about podcasts. So Diana, take it away. Actually, can you just tell everybody really quick a little bit about yourself, a little bit about your business and what you actually do, so they kind of have a gauge on that?
Absolutely. Thank you so much. I am always so grateful to be here. My name is Diana Pequeno, and I have a company called I Create Me Design Studio. And what I love to do is help people discover their creative edge. And whatever niche that means for you, I help you elevate your brand, personal brand and business brand, so you can take your business to the next level. And I'm all about introducing new ideas, things that are innovative and things that are fast track and fast forward to the future so that you can continue to succeed. So thanks for having me.
Heck yeah, I love it. I love all your stuff. I love following you. So thanks for being a guest on the show again. And today we're going to talk about podcasts, and your little blurb that you put on the sign up form when you signed up was that you help your clients create and launch podcasts. So this is something that you do.
Yes, this is something that I do. Again, when it comes to elevating your business, when it's on social media, creating reels, doing creative concepts, just helping you elevate and create that extra something, that extra creative juice. I'm all about helping you discover how you can make it your own and tap into the industry and get more exposure so you can, again, succeed and rise to the top.
Awesome. So let's dive right into it. What is typically your first bit of knowledge when you were chatting with a client about this?
All right. I'm excited about this topic. I almost lost sleep because I thought there's so many things that I wanted to talk about. And because when I was doing a little bit of brainstorming and research, I knew how popular podcasts were, but I didn't know this. And I want to share this with you, that if you didn't know that, podcasts are growing, fast growing. To say podcasts are hot right now would be an understatement. Consider that the statistics that each week more Americans listen to podcasts than they have Netflix accounts.
Yeah.
Over 80 million Americans are weekly podcast listeners. So if that doesn't mean income for you, for your business, I'd really love for you to reconsider things, because podcasts are where the future is going. And the reason being is that we are so busy. And the benefit of having a podcast or people listening to podcasts is that you can listen to it anywhere at any time. When you're doing your makeup, when you're getting your kids ready, when you're in the car, when you're at work, you can be multitasking, and people are tapping into learning from you and absorbing all of this information. So
I totally agree. And myself, I'm a podcast junkie. Like, not only do I have several of them, but I listen to them all the time as well. I have my favorites and I listen to them while I'm working out. Makes it go by a lot quicker. So that's nice. But you're right. I mean, even my friends are going to laugh right now because they're like, you don't shop at the grocery store. But even shopping at the grocery store, you could put your headphones on and just tune in and do your thing.
absolutely. I'm a huge fan of podcasting too, just because I like to listen to things in the background. And sometimes the radio kind of is a little distracting because they go off on off on a tangent about different stories. And I think this is kind of mindless. I would really like to learn something that's going to help elevate me and my business.
Totally agree.
Yeah. So let's just talk about, if you have never considered doing a podcast, or if you have always wanted to put yourself on social media or start to create a connection with your clients and you're camera shy, this would be an excellent tool for you, because you don't have to show up. You don't have to show your face. You could still start with minimal equipment. So let's just talk about the equipment that you would need simple equipment that you would need to start. You need a microphone, you need headphones, and a computer, or even just your iPhone is going to be completely sufficient, and something quiet, and then just a program that you can use to edit. And again, you can do that all from your phone.
Mhm.
I don't want you to feel like this is so overwhelming, or I need all of this expensive equipment to start. You really don't. And I tell you, I have followed some of the biggest podcasters and successful people in the industry. And I started following them when they were very, very small, doing just intimate things in small spaces, and they didn't really have a whole lot. I just wanted to let you know. So I kind of set up my background here a little bit today to kind of give you an idea. A chair,
Cute. Oh, I love it.
one microphone. If you have one microphone, headphones, and that's all you need. You don't really need to have a visual if you don't, but if you wanted to take it a step further and do a video podcast, you will be able to monetize that and do an audio podcast. So then there's two ways that you will be able to monetize that. So it's just something to consider. But again, if you're camera shy and you don't want to go that route, all you need to do is just have the audio track and you are ready to go.
I like that you said that, because I feel like there are some people out there that are just not interested in being on video. And I hate to think that they feel like they have to be, because it is somewhat popular to do both. We do both. I do the, audio and video, but not everybody does. And in fact, there are some podcasters that I love that don't do the video piece. So,
yeah. And I'll be honest with you. Sometimes I think this would go so much faster if I didn't have to do my hair and makeup.
yeah.
If I didn't have to do all the prep work to look good. Like, I just want to get the information out. I want to press record, get the information, get it recorded, and put it online. So again, if you're a busy person and you want to record in that situation that way, then I'm all for it. We're, like I said, we're all about listening to the information and getting that out.
Totally agree. And if you want this is something that I see as well. If you wanted to push the information through a YouTube channel, so YouTube is going to be videos, right? That's visual. You can always use like a thumbnail, or maybe go into Canva. You love Canva, right? And create something that supports your brand, that is visually stimulating, and use that as the video sort of,
Right.
And then just run the audio behind it.
Right. All you got to do in Canva, just create a thumbnail, do your picture and your guest photo, and then you can do like the little frequency waves that they have there if you want to lighten it up a little bit, or and there you go. Good to go. So people are getting information. So excellent. So if you have never considered or never thought about doing a podcast, and you are trying to understand how you could, what ways you could show up as being a host. Here's some examples on how you could present yourself as a host. You could be the interviewer. So if you are interested in, let's say, baking, cooking, maybe culinary arts, this would be a way for you to connect with other culinary artists, bring them in and interview them and gather information and be just the interviewer. You could also be what we call the investigator. So especially crime and investigation is really hot in the market.
Yes, internet sleuths, they call them, right?
Yes. So you could just be the investigator. You can pull hot topics that people are interested in, and things that are contradicting and diverse, and things that are happening within the economy, and investigate those things. And you could present in that way as an investigator. You could show up as an educator, where you do the research for people and you inform people of what's happening, or on certain topics, things that you're interested in, or things that your audience is interested in. The other thing that you could do is you could show up as a host, as a reporter. So basically, again, you do the research and you report back to them what's been happening, and keep them informed as the story unfolds, kind of just like a news reporter.
I love that. And I feel like, especially the investigator and the news reporter, you could get some really great keywords out of that, especially if you're, say, investigating, I don't know, pop culture, things that maybe something that just happened that people are searching a lot for. And if you're using those keywords, you tell me if I'm wrong, but I feel like you're going to see a little bit more activity versus if you didn't have the popular keywords.
Yes, trending topics is the way to go. So you could actually Google search that. What's a trending topic in 2023 and whatever month that we're in at that time. And that will give you ideas on what you could investigate, report, research, people that you can interview and continue to update.
Right. For example, what's going on right now? Well, there's a lot of stuff going on right now, but everybody knows Britney Spears. Her memoir book just got released, I think, yesterday, and she has already sold more than any other celebrity memoir book. It was a statistic that I heard a little earlier today, and I thought that was crazy. I mean, cool, great for her. Obviously, there's a lot of things that have been sort of out in anticipating this book coming to market, right? And so she's a good keyword right now, I guess is what I'm trying to say.
It's a hot topic. Definitely. It's interesting you said that because that was actually one of the things that came to my mind. I was scrolling between YouTube and TikTok as another place that you could also get exposure and launch your podcast if you're trying to gain a little bit of experience or kind of test the waters. But I was just kind of scrolling. This woman came on and she had purchased the Britney Spears memoir.
The Woman in Me, I think it's called.
Woman in Me. And she said, oh my gosh, guys, I just kind of did this on a whim. And she had 4.8 million people listening in on that. So again, it goes back to finding a hot topic and just sharing the news. And just you get to gain a better you gain experience and you get to reach a greater market with that.
Totally agree.
And so the last one that you could show up as you being the expert. If you are good at something, if you're great at something, you're professional at something or some things, then you yourself could show up as a host, but as an expert and get to share your knowledge and your wisdom. And so with that being said, the hot topics right now, the leading topics on podcasts right now, to give you an idea, are mental health and self-care, wellness and fitness, lifestyle and personal stories. Along with that is parental advice. Relationship and dating advice is very a hot topic. Empowerment and leadership, book and literature, going back to Britney Spears, comedy and entertainment, and crime and mystery.
Wow.
So all of these are growing in popularity, and hopefully that's a good start for you to research or start thinking about if and when you want to launch your podcast.
Absolutely. What great ideas. And something that I'm sure you've talked with your clients about, maybe you've experienced it yourself. And this is something that I feel like people who are starting a podcast need to sort of be ready for. There are some not so nice people out there, and whether it be like, sometimes when this happens to me and I get some weird comment from somebody that I don't know that is just really, mean. I kind of call them out and I'll say something like bot alert or something like that. And maybe it's not the best thing to do, but it does stop them from harassing me and from commenting more of their negativity on my stuff, where it's just, sometimes it doesn't even make any sense. So I feel like it really is a bot. Like this happens to me on TikTok more so than any other social media platform. But do you have any advice for people to sort of prepare themselves mentally and emotionally for those that are out there, whether they're fake or real, that just try to tear you down for no good reason? Anything to say about that? Or how should you respond? Should you delete the comments? Like, what are your thoughts?
That's a great topic, a great question, because I myself, as I continue to grow my audience, start to experience a little bit more of this. And it can hurt your feelings.
Yeah.
At times, be a little discouraging. But I want you to remember that people like that are going through something that they feel the need to make rude comments. And try to do your best. Oh, there's my cat.
Oh, cute. Hi, kitty.
Wants to be. So try to do your best to ignore comments like that and not take it personal. You can block them. You can delete the comment. Move forward. Just know that as the more that you, oh,
She wants to be on, Diana. She has something to say.
yes, he's been wanting a lot of attention these days. So if you can do your best to ignore it, it has nothing to do with what you're doing. It has everything to do with whatever they are dealing with themselves. And obviously they're looking for a platform to get attention from.
Yeah.
And for whatever reason, they are choosing to use yours. But continue to do what you've been doing, move forward. Don't let that discourage you. And like I said, just block them, delete it. It's really, the more that you get exposure and you connect with an audience, you will find that that happens more.
Yeah.
And from what I've been told, that the haters means that you're doing it right.
Right. And it's so funny that you say that, because I literally noticed, like, there was a certain amount of followers, a certain amount of views that I would achieve, and then the haters would come. Anything under that, I wouldn't really see them. So I think you're exactly right. It's, your stuff is getting out there. You're doing all the right things. And I also think you're exactly right that people who go out and spread hate, especially to strangers and people that they don't even know online behind their keyboard, which is the most cowardly thing to do, they're dealing with something. And I guess all we can do is send them love and light and hope that they find their way, and hope that they find some peace with whatever it is they're dealing with. I feel like that's also the same. I mean, it's no secret here. You know, I am part of now there's a staff. Before it was just me, but I'm part of the admin staff, right? For MOMnation Arizona. I'm the founder. And I'll see comments that are really uncalled for, and they're super snarky or really negative. And I'm thinking to myself, you know what? I really feel sad for that person. I feel sad that they felt the need that they had to come out and hurt a stranger simply to what? Make themselves feel better? I don't know.
Right. I have often found that it stems from jealousy, or from them just, again, wanting attention and using this platform, and hurt people.
Yep.
And they're just having a bad day, and they just felt the need to say what they want to say in that moment. So again, if you can do your best to not take it personal and move forward and just carry on and continue to do you. If you're doing your best and you're speaking from the heart, you really can't go wrong.
Yeah, I totally agree with that. Thank you. And I know that for me, that was something that I really felt needed to be said and needed to be, I don't know if cautioned is the right word, but if somebody is starting up a podcast and they're really excited about it and they're putting their stuff out there, like, that can really take the wind out of your sails quickly, especially if you're not ready for it. So it's just, I mean, the unfortunate things that we have to be ready for, but it's just something that I thought was important.
Absolutely. And I'm glad you brought that up, because it does. And again, the more that you grow your audience, and you, that was kind of one of my biggest fears, is that when I started putting myself online, that I was exposing myself to so many strangers, and how would I be accepted? Would I be accepted? And not everybody is going to love what we have to say. Not everybody's going to accept us, and that's okay.
Yeah.
They're not our tribe. Just let them dissipate and you carry on. And the people that you are meant to serve will continue to show up.
I totally agree. The world would be such a boring place, Diana, if we all thought the same and did the same things and said the same things and felt the same way. So, you know, I feel like embracing the differences in others is really important.
Absolutely. And another thing that you could do is you could flip that around. You could take that comment, and if you would like to address it, say, you know, I really like to talk about this, because in my past, in my experience, I have found, and then address the comment in some way without necessarily calling them out. But you could use that as another topic, because a lot of people, to my surprise, to your surprise, are going to come to your defense.
Yeah.
And a lot of people are going to find that that comment relatable. So if you can address it, it makes you more human. People connect with you because rather than you just ignoring it, you chose to be the bigger person and talk about it, and you open up the conversation. And a lot of people, you'll find, they'll say, you know what, she's right. I agree with that. Exactly. That's exactly what I was thinking.
Yeah, totally agree. Well, thank you, Diana, for being with us again. I am so excited that we got to share this topic because I am a podcast lover. I listen to them, I do them. I know that there are a lot of people out there that do the same. I mean, your statistic, I'm sure, is spot on, even as wildly huge as it is. So thank you for being here. Where can our audience members connect with you?
You can connect with me here on Facebook, or you can connect with me on my business page at I Create Me. And I'd love to answer any more questions that you might have regarding podcasts, social media, and anything with business and branding marketing. Thank you so much for having me.
Thank you. And if you guys would like to check out any of our previous episodes with Diana, hop on over to our YouTube channel. It is at MOMnation USA. That is our handle. Or if you prefer the audio version and you don't want to watch the video, something that we talked about during this show, then you can hop on over to your favorite podcast platform, do a quick search for MOMnation Talk Radio. I almost forgot. And you will find us there. Thank you guys so much. Have an awesome day.
Thanks. Bye.
Bye, Diana.